TGS presents Microsoft Xbox One Achievements Accomplishment 123,456 Gamerscore 123456. I accomplished this today basically, and I figured I would make a video going over exactly how it's done. By today, I mean March 23rd in 2018, just to be clear. And basically, it's been quite some time since my last video, 111,111. I also did a video for 100,000 on the dot. This was my next goal, and I figured at this point we would just take a quick moment to review the games that helped me reach this number, which is, about 12,345 difference from my last video. We're going to scroll quite a bit down here. You'll see a bunch of repeat games. Some of them are DLC, some of them are just showing again as I played them recently but didn't make any progress. So we're going to go quite far down here and try to work our way back up. I think around Andromeda is where last time I made some of the major, gain towards my gamer score. So scrolling up from there, I think I got a few achievements in Rainbow Six Vegas during our playthrough of that. I forget if it was 1 or 2, but pretty awesome game from Xbox 360. Highly recommended. One of my favorite Rainbow Six. But right above it, Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Even better game, definitely highly recommended for anyone who enjoys Tom Clancy video games. Hit 1,000 in that. This one I only got 675. Basically, I was unable to get any of the multiplayer achievements, as multiplayer in this game just was not functioning when we attempted to do it. It was working in Vegas 2, but very buggy, to beware. Friday the 13th is actually the game that helped me reach the 1 gamer score, as I got 1 gamer score for one of the achievements. I do not believe I made any progress on that. Horizon 3, I don't believe there was any progress. I did do the Hoonigan DLC, obtained 100% gamer score at 2,500. So quite an accomplishment there. A great game, one of my favorite racing games in the last 5 years for sure. Destiny 2, I hit 1,000 gamer score and only 13 achievements, but took quite some time to accomplish. They did not add any achievements for the DLC. So just hit this 1,000. I played the DLC for anyone who's interested, but definitely a fun game. I feel like it's kind of tapered off now. It doesn't feel as popular when I play it or stream it anymore. So I've kind of just moved on. Numa Breath of Life, easy 1,000 gamer score. I think it took me under 2 hours to complete the game. And then have to go back for one achievement where you have to flip through multiple levels looking at paintings to get the last achieve. 1,000 gamer score, highly recommended for anyone looking for a fun little puzzle game, only a few hours long. And an easy 1K if you follow a guide. Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm not sure if I'd made any progress with that, but I did play it for fun. Counter-Strike Go, no accomplishments there. I did do Back to the Future the game, 30th Anniversary Edition, 1,000 gamer score, 59 achievements. That was one of the buggiest achievement games I've ever done. I had to replay missions and, multiple achievements would pop randomly throughout, not relating to anything I was doing at the time. But I was able to hit 1,000. And it's on my 100% list. It wasn't too shabby of a game, but as mentioned, it's a bit buggy. So I do recommend it though if you don't mind just some kind of role-playing game. It's not, actual action. You're not driving the DeLorean around, stuff like that. But it still is a pretty interesting game with a Back to the Future story. It's a little bit different from the movies, but you can see the concept relating. Grand Theft Auto 5, no progress. Just played every once in a while. Deadliest Warrior, I believe I didn't get any achievements here, but I did play for fun, so you could check out that stream. I went through the entire arcade with each player individually, and made my decisions on which ones were the best. Don't plan to play that again. Minecraft Xbox One Edition is the game that literally helped me hit 111 gamer score. Basically, use this game. They have really simple achieves, such as making a pot, stuff like that. So easy way to get gamer score. It's a pretty fun game. Definitely recommend it if you're into building stuff, exploring, stuff like that. Super Mega Baseball Extra Innings, played this for fun. It wasn't too shabby at all. I did a full season of baseball, 510 gamer score. Had to do a little bit of mopping up to get that, but I gave up on the rest due to the difficulty of trying to do so. It started to come down to luck almost at that point as the difficulty went up. But definitely a fun game if you're looking to play a cartoon-style baseball game. Trials Fusion, I just played through the game, only got 140 gamer score out of 2750. Just the game did not interest me enough to warrant doing any achievement hunting. That said, I played Battlefield 4 for fun, so ignore that. I tried to do the Super Bowl stream, basically a simulation of it, but Madden NFL 17 did not have the Eagles quarterback for the Super Bowl, so I decided to just cancel that altogether. I played MWR for fun. Dead Space 3 got quite a few achievements. We actually did the Awakened DLC as well as replay through the main game. Almost got 1,000 in this game, but I decided not to pursue it as some of the achievements just, even after multiple playthroughs, weren't popping, like taking out limbs, stuff like that. So I moved on. Definitely a really fun game though if you're into horror, sci-fi type video games in co-op. Outlast, I'm not sure if I went over this in the last video, but I have 1,000 out of 1,500. The only achievements I did not get are for insane difficulty, where if you die, you have to restart the entire game. I didn't make it to chapter 7 out of 8, I believe it was, and I was getting close to the end, and of course I died, so I ended up giving up on the insane achievements, and I didn't even bother for the DLC. Definitely an insane horror game, not recommended for the faint of heart. It's probably one of the most insane video games I've ever played horror-wise. It honestly is scarier than any horror movie I've ever seen, just the element of it. And especially the fact you can't fight back, you have to run for your dang life all the time. Monopoly Plus, easy 1,000 gamer score. Decided to play it a few times for fun, ended up knocking out the achievements in the process, as they weren't too difficult to get once you got a game plan going in that. Recommended for fun if you're looking for something to play for a few hours here and there, but overall, I don't think this game, would be something you'd play for hundreds of hours, but I may be wrong. But fun for a few hours here and there for sure. Cuphead, one of the toughest games I've played in the past few years. I went through it on the hardest difficulty as well as the easiest and did all of the achievements, 1,000 gamer score. Pretty rare to accomplish this. I think like 0.01% of people probably accomplish this 1,000 gamer score in Cuphead. Honestly, I think it was less than 20% of people made it to the end of the game, and it was almost 10% of people finished the final boss, and that was on the basic difficulty. So this game is just extremely difficult. It's kind of just based on old school games, what you would expect on Super Nintendo with Xbox One upgrade. Really fun game though, highly recommend it. Fable 3 already had 1250, did that long ago with Schmag. Little Nightmares, I did the DLC to hit a 2200 gamer score out 2200. There will be no more DLC for Little Nightmares after the Residence, but extremely fun game, one of the best games I've played in the last few years in the sense that it was completely different than anything I've used to playing, and it was just fun in entirety. Definitely highly recommend it, but check out some videos on it, check out our live streams, our speed runs, just to kind of get a feel for what you're looking for. You kind of run around, search enlarged rooms, run from enemies, stuff like that. Hitman, I'm not sure. I did do the Patient Zero DLC, but I'm not sure. I don't think the Patient Zero DLC had any achievements, but I have 1345 out of 1360. The only reason I don't have 100% is because the one achievement dealing with the elephants on the Bangkok mission did not unlock for me the like 50 times I've accomplished it, and even in game it's confirmed that I completed it, but it does not want to give me the achievement, so I moved on. But one of the better games I've played as well in the last year or two. Highly recommend it. I heard they might make a season 2, so I would check it out if I were you. I played Fortnite, but I do not have any achievements. I got the free version just to do Battle Royale due to sub request. I definitely prefer PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds a lot more, but I'll continue to stream this every other week just due to sub request. Trackmania Turbo 550 out of 1,000. Basically a car stunt game I got for free from Xbox. Being free, it was definitely fun to play. I would even consider possibly buying it, but the replay value kind of dwindles down, and as you go through the levels, there are like 200 different tracks. I made it about halfway before it got just really annoying to play through, and just started dragging missions on, making them just dumb, to be honest. They just started putting stuff in the middle of the track and stuff, and basically don't go into further stunts and whatnot. At least that was my perspective. It wasn't as fun, so I kind of killed it off the channel after, cleaning up some achieves. Star Wars Battlefront 2, I got a ton of gamer score in this, 870 out of 1045. There's a few that are extremely difficult to get, like level 50, level 25, and all of those related, so I had to cut it off here. I'm guessing with DLC we'll be able to cross 1,000. as well as I played every other week. So we'll hopefully get the 25 level achievement eventually. I don't see why people hated Star Wars Battlefront 2 so much. I highly recommend it. I enjoyed it, maybe more so than the first game. But that's just me. It also had a campaign that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, it was not co-op though, but overall, definitely recommend this game. FIFA 18, I got a few achievements, just play for fun. Not too shabby for a soccer game. I feel like they could still improve here and there, but overall, it's pretty fun to play. Battlefield 1 2000 Gamerscore, one of the longer games I've had to do for DLCs, where basically there's a lot of work to do every time they come out with a DLC. I did the last one recently. Have a lot of videos up. Some of our most popular videos are Battlefield 1. Probably one of my top 2 favorite war games of the last 5 years. Not much can compete with Battlefield 1 from everything from the warfare element to the overall setup. Their load times are awful, but that's what EA, to me, has been come to know for. Their load times in war games are absolutely horrendous. It includes Star Wars Battlefront 2. But it is what it is. It's worth the wait once you actually get into a match. Rainbow Six Siege, I play for fun. They had a DLC called Breakout. It's temporary, but they did not add any gamer score for it or anything. So there's nothing new there. Left 4 Dead, I did get a bunch of achieves. I think I started out around 3 or 400, ended up with A65 after playing through with Schmag. Highly recommend this game if you're into zombie shooters. There's not much that can compete with it and the overall setup of it and style. We also did the DLC. We'll be doing Left 4 Dead 2 in the future. I will not be going for 1,000 in this though. Portal 2, just for throwback purposes, I did get this gamer score back in the past before I was streaming. But it's a really fun co-op puzzle game. I recommend checking it out if you're in the co-op games and don't mind trying some puzzles, portals, stuff like that. Forza Motorsport 7, I definitely increased my achievements since last time. Still highly recommend this game, but again, with every Forza Motorsport game, there's a lot of repeatability. Just constantly repeats. You basically do the same tracks over and over and over and over until you just kind of get sick of the game. I'm still going to stream it using a Drivatar to get through some endurance races since we had such a large turnout for the last Drivatar stream. But overall, this game is going to slow down on the channel a lot and dwindle off. There's only like 1 or 2 more achieves that I actually would be interested in getting at this point. But depending on your interest, if you guys want to see it, I'll set up my Drivatar, which is basically something I set up in the settings. There are no true Drivatars in this. But by putting it on super easy, so it turns the car itself and everything, you can basically put a rubber band on the trigger and the car will race itself. And it actually didn't do too shabby. I came in first by multiple laps last time, but the Drivatar is pretty bad at avoiding other vehicles. He pretty much rear ends everybody as he passes them, so increase your odds of crashing. But definitely a fun game. Recommend playing it. You'll get some good time out of it, and then it'll dwindle off. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, no gamer score, but one of my favorite shooter games as well. Top 3 probably in the last few years. This is completely different than any other war game you've played. You start with 100 people, it dwindles down until there's like 1 or 2 left in a very small area, and you get chicken dinner. That's what it's called if you win. You win chicken dinner. Definitely a funny concept and definitely a great game. They're going to add achievements in the future from what I understand. They're currently testing them, so that's cool. I did EA Sports Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. Not too shabby of a golf game. Definitely had a little bugs with multiplayer and overall just playing at first, but it seemed to fix itself, and I haven't had many issues with it since like the first stream we tried to do of it. It's a pretty fun golf game though. We'll be playing it every once in a while. Gamerscore wise, it definitely took way more streams than I ever expected, but it was worth it. Just a fun golf game for the side. Take it easy. Lemon peasy. Outlast 2, no Gamerscore yet. I will be starting this within a week or 2 max. It was supposed to start this upcoming week. But once I confirm my current, strategy for what I'm going to do, what games I'm trying to complete as quickly as possible, we'll decide if it's starting yet. But I heard this game is much tougher than Outlast 1 and much more insane and more ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it's banned in Australia just due to the amount of horror and what, is going on with it. So that'll be an interesting stream. I'm sure our turnout won't be extremely high due to the graphic violence in that game and everything that you see, but I will play it due to sub-voting. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, one hell of a game. It's kind of like a cop version of GTA in Hong Kong. I mean, you don't get to go around. You can go around rampaging and stuff, but like weapons are much, more difficult to locate, stuff like that. It's a really fun game, highly recommended. I had a great time playing it. I did all the DLC, 100%, 1225 out of 1225. One achievement did bug out, but it popped randomly on the iPhone app like a day after I should have gotten it. So it worked out in the end anyway, and I got my gamer score. Overall, definitely check this out if you get a chance. I got it for free from Xbox. Call of Duty World War II, I think I made some progress. I completed the campaign on Veteran, went back for all campaign achievements, completed all multiplayer achievements, did some zombies, and then my zombie squad kind of fell apart because I like to run at least 2 to 3 people with me when I do these, and people who know what they're doing. And unfortunately, we all just kind of dropped off at some point, and we haven't made a chance at it again. I will possibly try to set it up in the future again, but right now, we're just going to accept our 910 out of 1500. But I will be streaming this next week at least 2 times. One for multiplayer, 2 I'll check out the zombies from the DLC, the resistance, and that'll be that. Can't promise much more than that, but I will consider doing zombies again. Accidentally clicked that, but you can see we're getting pretty close to the top. We have Minecraft Xbox Live Edition, 525 out of 1750 gamer score. Got quite a few achievements in this. They're the same exact achievements as the 360 version and the Xbox One version. So it's kind of repetitive, but you can get the achievements 3 times. So I honestly use that to mop up some stuff and gain some gamer score. Since, we went from the 360 edition, the 1, to Xbox Live. So we were going to get them naturally anyway. I actually used this game to help me reach this gamer score, as I'll explain above. So Assassin's Creed Origins, 1470 out of 1500. I will be hitting 1500 this upcoming week for 100% completion. I still have to do the Discovery Tour, which seems pretty cool, where you take a tour of Egypt. They actually teach you about it. So that might beat out the option of creating an individual tour video. If it covers everything I was going to cover, I won't do an individual tour for this game, but still one of the best Assassin's Creeds that they ever made. I was so used to the ones in Italy, France, England, and then to hit you with this big open world map was, the cities don't feel as big as they do in the other games. But overall, it's definitely a fantastic game, highly recommended, including its DLC. The Hidden Ones was just subpar. I didn't really love it. The Curse of the Pharaohs was one of my favorite Assassin's Creed DLCs. It is up there with the Jack the Ripper DLC, as well as, I guess, the Dead Kings from Paris. And the Dead Kings wasn't that great, but for the ones that have come out, that's definitely third place. Second, may go to Jack the Ripper, and first probably goes to Curse of the Pharaohs. Jack the Ripper would have done better if they would have let us play as Jack a bit more, as that was an insane element to that DLC. But I feel like they minimized it when they really could have made it an insane game with quite a twist to it. And lastly, Dishonored 2, way better than the first Dishonored in my view. One of my favorite games that I've played in the last few months. I play a ton of games every month. I have like 5 to 10 games going on at once at all times. Just varying. I run my channel on multiple classes, and that's how it works, depending how much I stream it per week. Either way, Dishonored 2, I have 920 out of 1000. This game's what allowed me to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 earlier today. I will be completing this game, hopefully by the end of the day Sunday. I decided to cancel Call of Duty on Sunday, postpone it to next week to do Origins and finish out some videos for that. Dishonored 2, I just have to mop up 5 achievements, I believe, which shouldn't be too difficult. And then we also have the Dishonored Death of the Outsider DLC, which is a Dishonored 2 DLC, but for some reason it's labeled as Dishonored the Death of the Outsider instead of Dishonored 2 Death of the Outsider. So I feel like it's kind of a standalone element. I'm not too sure. We're going to find out. It has like 30 achievements. I'm not sure how much gamer score, but they're not here for some reason in the Dishonored 2, so I'm thinking they made it a standalone achievement thing, which is a little bit odd, but I'm definitely going to play it. Seems pretty cool. Either way, I think we covered everything here. Quite a lot has gone down since the last video. Currently, I'm at 3020 gamer score in the month of March 2018. Not too shabby. Can't really compete with Maka. He's a professional YouTuber basically who focuses on gamer score. He doubled mine. I'm not surprised. It's usually how the cookie crumbles. I'll give him a shout out because I use his walkthrough videos sometimes and stuff if I get stuck. Either way, really appreciate you guys' viewership. Would really appreciate if you like, sub, check out our other content. You can also visit our website, thegamersociety.com, to vote in our polls, check out our schedule, as well as donate via PayPal. And we have a club on Xbox, the Gamer Society Fan Club. Everyone is welcome to join. You just, find us, make a request to join. There's no question if you'll get in, as long as you're respectful. We won't ever have any issues. I've only kicked one person out in 2 years. So it's definitely, not a problem for most people. Either way, I'm not sure when I'll do my next video. I do want to say that. I'm not going to do it at 125 at this point. Depending on what you guys think, you can let me know. I can do it at 150. I can try to do 13579, 0 or something, or 1, come up with something like that. And obviously I'll do 200 on the dot if I ever reach that. I think I will, but not for quite some time. Probably take a few years of gaming. Either way, that's that. Thanks for watching. Peace out.